Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. This is Bejan Living Like a Boss, and my name's Milt. If you haven't watched any of these videos before, we're part of the Tractor Porn Studio. But anyway, today, not working on anything at home at the yard there. Been usually working on the D2 and Auto Patrol lately, but we need to go find some parts or something for the D2, and I got a lead on a complete D2 with the head off, rusted. So I don't know if it's going to be any benefit to me to acquire that. I already got locked up solid engine, so that's kind of out of the question. I think it'll have other parts on it, like fenders and fuel tank, all that kind of stuff that possibly need. But alongside of that, this particular guy, he does have of the same vintage, 1938-39 power unit D3400 engine. So that alone is going to be what I need, I'm pretty sure. And it's been, as I understand, shedded. The drawback is he wants to sell everything together for one firm price, and he already stated his price is firm. So anyway, I figure it's Saturday, not too nice of a day anyway. It's not snowing, but we're going to go for a little drive out to Cooper Creek. We'll see you in a few hours. Well, according to directions, we're in Cooper Creek, and this is the gas station. He says a half mile beyond the gas station and to the left, and we should be there. So must be here. There's some kind of cats ahead of us, so must be the place.
Here's the thing is, I was going to rebuild this D2.
Okay.
Which looks like an easy job.
Yeah.
Because it was parked because the engine.
Right.
They pulled the head off. They left it outside.
Yeah.
Filled up with water.
Right.
So the engine's
rusted.
Yeah. So I found this engine from my buddy Howard, who had it apart and said, wow, that is a clean engine. But he couldn't make it turn over. But he didn't try. So he gave it to this other guy that had a bunch of cats and a grader. And that guy never did anything with it either. So then, when I needed a motor for the D2, Howard said, go get that one. If you can get that turning over, that'll be a good motor.
Mm-hmm.
So I went and got it, paid for it, brought it home, put it there.
Right.
And that's where it sits. But when I got it, he pulled the injectors, I think, and filled them up with oil, penetrating oil.
Right.
So it might be easy to get turning over, but it's for the last 30 years it's been undercover. That I know, because I have the history of the last two owners. So I'm going to say that this motor will run with some work.
That's the
this spare motor.
the power unit.
Yeah. Well, it's actually out of a cat.
Oh, okay. It's just a makeshift skid thing.
Well, I don't know. Maybe they pulled it out of a cat. This might have been something they had some blade rigged on the cat, or I don't know.
Well, yeah, it's got a hydraulic drive, and it's got
I was gonna when I was gonna rebuild this, then I found my father's 22.
That's an interesting story.
Missing for 30 years.
Yeah, that's an interesting story.
So really interesting.
Amazing.
Yeah.
This is Dwayne's tractor in the barn. It's the one with the head off it. It's actually a 1939 model, which is 1 year newer than the one I've got, which is a 38. And it's in fairly good condition. You can see the tracks or the pads there. They've been altered. They've been cut. There were wide pads. They were cut on either end. And tapered grousers with a torch, but it looks pretty good and got ice holes cut in the centers. But Radiator looks good, and the radiator guard, or the front bezel, whatever you want to call it, looks really good. There's a shot of the torched pads, but they're all looking fairly good considering what was done to them. Looks in pretty good shape, the whole undercarriage, really. About the same as mine. Better pads, even though they're torched. Coming up here, we should see better pictures of the tractor. Yeah, here we go. Here, top view. It does have electric start on the pony. The pony has a lot of travel backlash at the flywheel there on the mains, but yeah, at least a 1/4 inch. So needs some bearing work, that's for sure. But it does turn, and has electric starter. They cut a hole in the darn dash plate to accommodate the starter nose, so a little bit of damage done there, but all in all, and it's got a nice side tank, fender tank. But well, there we have it. I had a little visit there with Dwayne. Boy, he can talk. He's got lots of stories. But I did take a look at his D2 power unit and the D2 tractor, and it's just a tractor. It's got a hydraulic unit on the back, a pump, but no blade, nothing like that. But the bad thing about that crawler is the head's been off it, and the pony is free, but I'm pretty sure that it needs to be rebuilt, which isn't a problem. I got 3 spares ready to go. Just got to put carburetor and mag on them. But anyway, so I already got a frozen engine. That's what I got to fix on mine, as the damn thing's locked up, and this thing is with the head off. It's been rusted up for 25-30 years. So same position. The power unit would be probably the better engine out of the two. It's locked up as well, but it's been closed up and soaking with penetrating oil. Whoever had it before pulled the injectors off and filled it up full of penetrating oil or something or other, and it's been closed up ever since. Bad thing though, they didn't bother to put the darn injection lines back on. They're just sitting there open, so I don't know, did water get down in the injector pumps? Don't know. So anyway, he wants he's got a minimum price. He's got to have it, and both of them go together, minus that spare pony that's sitting on the fender, because that belongs to, he's got a D4, another shed there that engine belongs there, or whatever. We don't know. I just don't know. Don't really need the pony motor anyway. But the fact that it's both engines are locked up, and that's what I'm dealing with, so I don't know if it's going to be a big deal for me to. And the undercarriage, my undercarriage is just as good as that. But anyway, something to ponder as I'm heading home. Oh, he will deliver. So that's a good point. That's a 2-hour drive for him, all those machines. So that's delivered for that price. So that's kind of a bonus there. Yeah, that's all we got for today. Doing our little drive around hunting for cats in the Lardeau Valley. We'll catch you later.